I still don't do intros. Fucking cope. Also, if you thought I wasn't just gonna stare at an empty canvas for 15 minutes, you came to the wrong stream, because I don't know what to fucking draw. I already did Tetris. Can't do Tetris twice. Hello, first time chatter. That is quite a name. Princess. I'm not sure if that's Puckadomi with happy after it. Do you have like a shorthand name you like to go by? Like is Princess or Happy ideal? I guess I should probably draw something instead of screwing around on the kalimba. That was weird. My brush didn't work. I mean, it is now. Whee! If I can think of anything. I have an idea in my head, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. Too bad I don't have octopus hands. I could just Do both. Maybe I should actually just get a playlist. Get the shit demonetized out of me by Twitch. Beginning to talk again. Of course I am. The last time I did this, I played Tetris, and that was easier to talk over. I've never been very good at starting art streams. To be fair, I also just never had to. I mean, if you can just do something and draw, then why bother? I had the idea at one point to try doing something in the Discord server where I just got in a Discord call, muted the entire channel so nobody talked, and like put my screen through and like put music through that I like listening to, and like I guess people can choose if they want to hear it. Maybe not though, because I think whatever someone's already listening to on their own hard drive would probably be better than what I would play. Anyway, hello lurkers, you're very appreciated and I love you. I think there are a couple. Lurkers are valid. Thank you for lurking. I don't know if this is helpful. I mean, whatever the fuck I'm doing looks awful. No, Winamp, I don't want to update. I know your servers have gotten a little bit in bed with NFTs, so I guess you can go fuck yourself. What do I feel like listening to? That I can actually play. know, I've never listened to this. I might as well find out if I hate it. Yeah, a little bit. That's better. Probably not in the mood for it, though. You know what? Actually, I used to have... Does it still work? It does. Yep. We sure do have art. Well, we have art of a sort. I'm gonna have to, like, actually fix this screen one day. But I refuse. I'll probably change the soundtrack in a minute. I'm just kinda... I haven't really messed around with this in a while. Right, I need to see the border of that, because I gotta do this. I think at some point what I'm gonna end up doing is just making a proper art screen, because I'm probably going to end up leaning into art a lot more. Anyway, that's probably fine. Like, it's not going to be completely unusable for me. I made this screen ages ago. Is that Psy? I literally refuse to use anything else. Alright, let's find something else to listen to. Probably not that either. There we go. I got this in an itch bundle. Sigh, brethren. I will use something else when I'm dead. You will not get me to not use Psy. Anyway, if I'm a bit slow tonight, it's because I'm tired. And I'm tired in more ways than one. I can link people this, because I'm pretty sure this is like free use on streams, and someone made it specifically for content creators. But I actually really like it. I feel like I should probably attribute the person who made it. But I don't, I like honestly made this entire screen that I don't really use on stream anymore as like a way to show what music I was playing, and that was really what it was for. It was so people would be able to look up the things I did on stream in case they like the sounds. Like Psy, even though I haven't figured out how mimic tool effects like other programs. Psy is pretty bare bones. Depending on what you're trying to do, it may not be possible. But if you tell me what you're trying to do, I might be able to point you into something that's comparable, or at least that'll get you halfway there. Like if you're trying to mask, you just make a new layer and you like click on this button over here that says create a layer mask, but it's not showing up on stream. It does this, and this is the mask. Whatever you draw in this thing is what is masked on that layer. So now when I go back to the normal layer, it's excluding that, and it includes transparency. So like, but if I wanted to make a shape like this, I would click on this layer with Control held down to select all of it, delete this, and then make it a new mask, and it'll automatically do that. So now this is masked. And if I want to, I can take this mask and I can actually move it down to another layer, and then it won't show anything except for what is inside of that. That's literally the most advanced thing I know how to do in Paint Tool Psy. I don't know what I'm doing. It's just a day of the week, really. Bro, nobody fucking asked for your input. Finally makes sense. Also, I'm thankful for the music player thingy. Wish more streams had one. I should really care about my art streams more. I never use this screen because I'm always like, oh, I'll record it and then I'll edit it into a VOD. I don't really intend to do that today. Because I don't really expect anything I make is going to have the vibe of what my art is, what I consider good. Because I don't have the energy to put into making good art. I think streams that use music should credit the music they use. I don't actually know how to credit the music I'm using, besides doing this, because this is kind of a one-off thing. I feel like I'm not really doing enough. If the artist wanted to get me in trouble for it, I think they'd be within their rights. When I put the VOD up on YouTube, I'll try to find the link to it again. Put it in the VOD. So anyway, I was going to write a long Newgrounds post about what I'm gonna do with all of my content from now on. And I ended up rewriting it and scrapping it and rewriting and scrapping probably about 50 times. And it eventually kind of became a thing where I didn't really want to keep working on it, because it kind of became obvious to me that I just have nothing to say. Like, it really amounts to 3 things. 1, I'm probably going to stream less. A lot less. Like, I realize that I haven't been doing it anyway, so that's kind of a meme. But I mean, I'm not going to promise myself that I'm going to do it at night and then just not do it anymore. I'm just straight up not going to do it as often anymore. And I'm going to deliberately, consciously focus on doing other things. The second thing is I'm probably going to start doing more stuff on Discord. Like with my actual Discord that I have and goes unfucking used, because of course it does. We tried running a tabletop game on it last month and it didn't work because there weren't enough players, but that doesn't mean that I've given up on it. I just need to figure out something that I can do with it. And then I got real sick and didn't have the energy to really think about that. So if anyone wants to know if it's still going to be a thing where I try to, like, cajole people into playing tabletop games, yes. I'm going to do this until the fucking cows come home. If I have to make a new Discord server and then build up from there, I will do it. But that is what I want to do with a Discord server. Any Discord server. And the third thing is that if I stream, it's probably going to involve art. I'm probably not going to stream games nearly as much as I used to. Whatever you do, more or less, streams are always interesting. Thank you. The parts on Newgrounds that were hard to write were me explaining why. The honest answer is because I do not feel like streaming has been successful. And my measure of success isn't really in, like, how many followers I get. I don't really care about that. I care about whether or not my streams emulate the kind of people that inspired me to make video content in the first place, and they don't. And getting them to do that hasn't worked. And, you know, you're supposed to do your own thing and not copy. And I guess there's some value in doing your own thing and not copying what everyone else is doing. But, like, when those are the people who set the bar for me on what I want my streams to have, and I consistently fail that bar, it becomes so demoralizing that it kind of makes me not want to bother. I've committed a cardinal sin, but we're just gonna roll with it. I need to try something. Thank you for your input, asshole! You think your engine is loud enough? Seriously. Would you like me to help you find a louder engine? I'm sure we can work something out in bumfuck West Virginia. I feel the same fucking way. Seriously, is this dickhead lost? If anyone can figure out the cardinal sin that I've done, congratulations. You also paint backgrounds. Or you watch enough people who do. Maybe this will be easier with the other brush. The one that I quite literally made for this purpose. If you sat there and thought, oh, you draw the foreground before the background, congratulations, you win. You don't win anything, except a sense of pride and accomplishment. But you did get the correct answer. So good for you. I'm just gonna let the brush do the work for me because I'm fucking lazy. There we go. That is not the button I wanted to press. Why is that even a shortcut that I have? What would I ever fucking use that shortcut for? Why do I even have it? Paint on the same layer, so different than How do you make new brushes? You go down here and you right click, and then I'm on side 2, by the way. It looks a little bit different inside, but it's kind of the same process. You like pick a type of brush, and let's see. Let's say that I wanted to like make one based off the basic tool. These are my existing tools. I can literally clone one. It's a Psi 2 feature. My Psi 2 is also outdated, so it might look different in the newer one. I'm fucking too lazy to update it. Let's see. And then we go... brush, watercolor, marker, like... I don't know, like, let's do pencil. Because the pencil, the different brushes have different properties. And you'll see the properties here. Like, the pencil is a... it's like this. This is the pencil tool. It's very... my sketch tool is also a pencil. Basically, it's like a normal airbrush without much blending. Oh, right, my delete tool does that. Delete. New brush. So if you want something that blends, you use watercolor. If you want something like the pencil tool that doesn't taper, you use marker. It'll also layer it more. Really, you should just experiment with all of these. Eraser does exactly what you think and is fucking useless in a program where I can literally press a hotkey to have this thing up here. You see this little thing beside my stuff? That makes an eraser out of any tool that you're using. It'll even preserve its blending properties. So you can have a transparent watercolor that blends like a normal watercolor. Why the fuck does the eraser exist? Is this just a legacy thing that's left in the thing? Because lol. If you're using Paint Tool Psi and you're not taking advantage of the transparent eraser, I don't really know why you're using it over something like, I don't know, MS Paint. Gifted cracked V1. Lol. The regular eventually, but the owner hates Gmail and that's all I have. Huh? But I have a Gmail. I paid with a Gmail. I paid like 10 years ago. But like... wow. Does the site really not accept Gmail anymore? Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is the same procedure as it is in Psi 1, but you won't get the scatter brush because that's a Psi 2 thing. The scatter brush, by the way, is how I made the stars brush, which I'm gonna get one so you can see it real quick. It does this. If I zoom in real close, you can see that it's actually not circles, but little tiny stars. Like, I'm using this texture right here to get this effect. This works great for stars, it works great for spores, firefly lights. I saw the owner won't sell to Gmail account anymore because it's been used to crack their software. I have had my account since 2010, and maybe they stopped. How would you use Gmail to crack their software? Their software isn't cracked. I can literally just give you my system ID. It is extremely easy to pirate Psi. It has no security. I could literally give it to you right now. I mean, I won't, because I think it should be paid for. But I'm going to email the owner tonight and ask them if they still take payments from Gmail accounts, because I've had mine since 2010. Blessing of making stars without all the tapping. Yeah, some of my older art. I haven't published this piece because oh, Jesus Christ, I called it a piece. Fucking shoot me right now. I haven't published this image. I don't like calling art a piece. Calling art a piece is pretentious as fuck. Like, I hate that shit. Just ignore that I said that. That's fucking disgusting. Actual degeneracy. Alright, let me just go up in my hierarchy. Oh, it's by word of mouth. Have you tried? Like, that doesn't sound legit. I have a Gmail. I bought Psy. It was in 2010, so I don't know if it'll still work. You may have to try it and see, but, let's see. If I can't find it. I did these stars by hand. This is the last image I did by hand. I wish I had this brush. Granted, when you do stars by hand, you get a different effect. So, I mean, I like these, and I would still do stars by hand sometimes, but it's a bit nice to have something that'll just auto do it for you. I haven't published it because it's unfinished. I don't know what to do with it. I have a really good example of one that I did in 2013, but it's such an old image now. Wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, okay. It was only set to load Psy 2 files. Wait a minute. This image is ancient. These stars were hand-drawn. They don't look so bad, from a distance, but up close, yeah, you can tell they were hand-drawn. That picture's okay. I used to love it. Now I'm kinda on it. Thank you for your fucking input. Not that anyone asked. Anyway, I hate this already. Yeah, that looks awful. That's a little better. It's not great. It's better. Guess that's okay. It's about as good as we're getting tonight, to be honest. It's kind of funny how most artists hate everything they make, almost. Is that just a me thing? It sucks when you're making it. I think most artists kind of agree. It's like, it sucks when you're making a thing. You come back to it 2 weeks later and it looks alright. And you're like, yeah, that looks fine. I want to kill myself less when I look at it. Actually, this isn't the most awful thing I've ever made, so I'll at least give myself credit. It looks better when I put the texture in with a cheat brush. It makes the shadow look too close. Needs to be built up a bit more back here so it doesn't look like it's just right on it. There we go. Because that takes away some of the curve. There we go. Just leave some of it visible. I don't actually know how to talk about my streams, to be honest. I kind of started doing it as a way to overcome crippling social anxiety. And the jury's still fucking out on whether or not that worked. All I can say for certain is that enough people bothered me over the years to do art streams that there must have been something about the art streams. I can't imagine it's that I'm very good. Like, there have got to be better artists to learn from. If you learn how to draw pixel art landscapes, you could just follow Tofu. Because I'm pretty sure they do tutorials. Or Moogie. Or that other person who does them mostly in MS Paint. Like, I don't do anything that you can't get elsewhere for probably better. Probably more reliable, too. Okay, but what if I just... meow... That's okay. Another bad feeling. Someone say their favorite art by you. It's when you half-assed. Oh! Is streaming a social thing? Style is different. Way of seeing how someone creates. Like learning how to tie shoes a different way, but in a way that makes more sense to you. I can definitely relate to that. Honestly, if I get someone to draw, and it helps them learn how to draw, that is enough for me. Oh, related to the half-assed thing, it's like a drawing you half-assed. How about a drawing that you made as a shitpost in 10 minutes that gets a bunch of attention and then something you spent 2 weeks on gets like nothing? That feels fucking great. Y'all should definitely keep doing that. 100%. That's great motivation. I don't like that. It makes the cloud look overworked. But this area do be looking a bit, a 10 feeling. By the way, I have these snacks here. I'm gonna just munch on them all night. They're like these Flips pretzels, and they're churro flavored, which, if I'm gonna be honest, just kind of tastes like chocolate and caramel and cinnamon. It's fucking... I taste the churro. But it's like churro flavored icing. Not feeling that. I don't know, is that not hue shifted enough? What about if I did this? That's a little better. That's too much of a mess. Gotta keep the brush moving or it'll just clump up together. So they're just standing in one place like a fucking Gomer. One of the biggest things that would be really fun, and that products and that companies would absolutely love and abuse the shit out of a product placement, would be if we one day have the ability to share snacks with our Twitch audience as like a trial. Like each one of them gets one snack to taste it. We're gonna have like a massive obesity problem in America beyond what already exists. Thank you for your fucking input, asshole. Nobody asked. And certainly you didn't have to offer it, yet here you are, in my fucking... in the front of my goddamn house. I have my windows open because it's hot as shit. Kind of regret that because these fucking assholes in their cars feel like their input matters so goddamn much. How small does your dick have to have a car that loud? Like, you made it, like, nothing says I have small pee-pee like having a loud fucking car engine. And every time I hear that, I just imagine that if you put it through a universal translator, it would say something along the lines of, "Listen up, liberals, my wife left me." By the way, if anyone wants to know what this brush looks like normally, it's just like a flat brush that is thicker whenever you turn it, which means if you wiggle it, it does this. Hey, look, it's an instant pine tree. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. But if I want to make foliage, I just vary the pressure. And hello, instant foliage. I made it one day and then I made an entire image with it. I think that image is on my Newgrounds. Okay, now we're getting to the part where this is going to be a block out. Of what I actually want to do here. Where my leaf brush? I want this one, because it's got fewer leaves on it, and it blends a bit. Huh? Wait, am I still lurking? Let's find out if shilling works. I don't think any mods are on right now, so I'm going to assume no. shit, stature is still open. Totally wasn't stealing music or anything. A worm brush. Yeah, a little bit. I would join so many streams just for the instant teleport snacks. You know what? I'm gonna ask someone. They said I should link it if it doesn't reference the Las Vegas Raiders or Los Angeles Lakers. What the fuck happened tonight? Did somebody smash up another fucking strip mall because their team lost? Fuck, I would actually just DM the mods and ask them. I try not to get in trouble on certain sites because I actually like being on them. It's the ones I don't care about being on, I will actually just shamelessly shill. But when it's a place that I actually like and respect the staff, I tend to not be that way. Which is basically saying that I pick and choose who I follow the rules with. Because I do. My respect is earned. But I'd like to not get, like, banned on this site. I like it here. I forgot I was lurking. Oh, well, they'll get back to me in Discord whenever. Just ask someone at Discord if I'm allowed. It's honestly not that big a deal. Is lurking not allowed? Well, I kind of feel bad about lurking in their chat. It's an IRC, it's not like an actual streamers chat. But on the topic of streamers, I would go all over the fucking Twitch channel with, if we had like the technology to just like give someone a free sample of whatever snack that a streamer is snacking on that night, I would go all over that place like it's the free samples at a mall. Just so that I could accrue a shit ton of snacks. And then America would have to contend with a new internet problem of, like, Twitch and advertisers bullshit creating more obesity, which would be infinitely funny. I've just invented a fake problem that is fake and not real, and in 10 years that problem will be real and I will be a fucking messiah. I will have predicted a crisis that currently does not exist, but which companies will make exist. 100% guarantee you. I will bet money on that. Anyone who, if this actually happens in the future, the US government is going to owe me money for predicting a problem. Calling it now. I expect to cash in, bitches. Good luck getting that money. What, from the government? Yeah, you can't get blood from a turnip. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Imagine the US government having any money. They would if they did, if everyone from the Pentagon would stop fucking embezzling. Well, I got an okay from a mod to link it, so I'm gonna go, shamelessly shill my content. There we go. I love that everyone can hear the keyboard. I don't usually advertise my own content on, like, every site I go to, because I don't like to cross the beams, and if I go to a place for, like, purely enjoyment, it feels weird, but I figured, why not? I'm not really doing anything, and I'm not playing a video game, so I guess there's not gonna be, like, an insane amount of swearing. Also, this is going up on YouTube completely unedited, which means that everyone who has sat through this bullshit, yeah, this is the same bullshit that will appear on YouTube. Also, it is kind of nice that a mod was like, you can do this because you're a community member in good standing, and I'm sitting here like, I'm in good standing for once. Usually I'm the problem child everywhere I go. Not really on purpose. I actually don't go out of my way to be an asshole. I don't think it's fun, and I don't think it's fair, and I think it kind of makes you a dick. But I have some habits I have definitely learned from being old. So that was kind of nice to hear. Made my night a little better. It's nice that people think that I contribute to a community for once, without having to, like, apply for a mod position, or contribute assets, or host events, or do something else that, like, officially contributes. In fact, I think it's actually nicer to feel a belonging without having to do those things, because doing those things is stressful. Hi, Jelly! Here for the chill. Sick of over-edited or censored content. I don't mind over-edited when the editing is making the quality better, like it's less rambly. I tried to edit my content, and I probably will do that at some point. But I don't really think it would be censored. There's nothing to censor. I don't say anything that would get me in trouble with YouTube. So it's like, but it would be less confused. There'd be less crap in it that I feel like devalues the content and just makes it harder to watch because it's bad. I edit out the amount of ums I do. Or just the weird ADHD half finish your sentence thing. What the fuck is this? This is a mess. It's probably fine. I'm just not gonna think about it. I don't see Jelly in my streams that often. Are you in the States again for work? Does he loop back on itself again? Nah, guess they all just kind of start like that. Alright, well let's see, what else can I listen to? Very late here, so I might be a little quiet. Just a restless night. Fair enough. I have these pretzels that taste like churros for some reason. I don't like that. That looks weird. I keep thinking I should play this game on stream, but I kind of have this standing policy of not playing point-and-click games. And the reason I don't break that is because the reason I play games on stream was initially to get other people to play them. And I feel like if you just watch someone else play a point-and-click game, there's no reason to ever revisit it. And then I've kind of like screwed over a dev. I have no idea what I'm doing. You know what? Why don't I rethink this entirely? Alright, let's see. Just turn up the blending on that brush so that I can pull this color around without having it go too dark. What is the game? Play them if I could, have a potato. The game is the Tiny Bang Story, and I like it a lot. I've actually played it multiple times because it's relaxing. Alright, everyone remember that pineapple on pizza game I played a while ago? Well, I decided to make this thread. It seems to have gotten quite a bit of attention. Anyway, this is the Tiny Bang Story. It's a very old game. It's like 2009. I'm pretty sure a potato could run it. I don't know if the OST is still available on the internet, but you could actually just download it for free for a while. I used to fall asleep to this soundtrack when I was having anxiety attacks. So I kind of actually like this game. I played it a lot when I used to have really bad anxiety attacks. And the really shit thing is that until recently, and by recently I mean literally this year, I didn't actually know why I had them. It kind of took talking to an actual doctor about stuff that kind of just went untreated and that I mostly talked to, like, fucking community health center doctors about. Community health center doctors care, by the way, but community health centers are trash in general to get healthcare from, especially in bumfuck West Virginia. Anyway, yeah, no, I think this game is quite good. I think if anyone needs a game to play that's low stress, will give you something to chew on, if your mind needs something to chew on. Because the whole plot of the game is getting everyone together for a birthday party. That's kind of it. It doesn't really tell you that either. You can just vibe. And it's got these really cool, surreal environments. It kind of reminds me of like a very whimsical, lighthearted, dreamy sort of Amanita design game. Like, it's what Amanita design games would look like if Amanita design weren't cursed. Stream else? They help you My streams help you ease your anxiety. Fair enough. I was kind of talking about doing it less, or at least I'm not going to do games anymore as much. The reason is because I don't really like where my stream's gone with that. I think I get too angry, and I realize that gamer rage is just a thing on Twitch, but a lot of the people that I respect don't get mad at video games. I also just cannot for the life of me make content like Alpha Rad or like the Normal Boots guys used to do. Like, I grew up watching people like Peanut Butter Gamer or Brutal Moose or just in general, like. And I kinda... Oh, hang on. First panic attacks were caused by watching my dad play Silent Hill 3. In reality, it was just a push to start the anxiety machine. Silent Hill is an intense game series. I dare ask the question, was your dad supportive? You don't have to answer that question on a stream where everything goes through. It's not an obligation. Probably shouldn't have even asked the question now that I think about it. It's a bit lack of tact on my part. I have... Oh, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I grew up watching certain people on YouTube thinking, I want to do that. I wanted that for so long. And nothing I did really felt like I got there. Like, that was clearly not for me. You know what I feel like listening to? Everyone's gonna be like, oh, this is predictable. I'm about to get like... If you're watching this on Twitch, the sound is about to get muted. Because I will not be allowed to put this on Twitch. I don't know, actually, will I get in trouble on YouTube? They're kind of cracking down on it. They might. That's fucking bullshit, but whatever. Alright, I just have to find something else. Oh, that's sad. Right, well, if the audio gets muted, that's gonna suck a bit if I'm talking about something big, because I can just put it on YouTube, but I don't know if YouTube mutes audio. I don't think they do. I mean, they do, but like, they haven't done it for other people uploading the same song. It used to not get muted, but like, eh. That kind of sucks. Like, I don't know what Twitch claims now. Oh, never mind. I found a better thing. YouTube also mutes. I don't remember this song from this game. There we go. Alright, someone tell me in chat, what is the NHL? I don't know anything about sports. I live under a rock with all of the indie games and anime. Doing Superliminal because I don't feel like fighting C418 on fucking rights to my favorite Minecraft song because he wants to be weird about it. Actually, I guess it wouldn't mute it because my one art thing still has the music. Fuck it, we're doing it. If you want the content that came through, thank you for your input, Car. Nobody fucking asked. Hockey, I think. It's... Of course it's hockey. It's always fucking hockey. Hockey fans are weird. Have you seen what Canadians do whenever their teams lose? I thought it was a joke. Alright, time to get in trouble. I found this out the last time I did this. I didn't think it was a problem. I kind of want to see if he'll do it again. I guess we'll find out. If this happens again, we'll have to exclude some of these songs from this playlist. So this is an experiment. Anyway, if you want to catch on the rest of the conversation, watch it on fucking YouTube. Beat each other up. No, they, destroy things. Like, they go around and flip cars and tear up the road and break shop windows. I'm pretty sure the police are probably involved in the rioting. Anyway, I'm kind of curious to see what all on Minecraft's OST gets DMCA'd now. So if you wake up tomorrow and Shroom doesn't have a stream anymore, it's because Microsoft came for me in the night. God, I love almond milk. Cancel hockey. Well, I think if you canceled hockey, the entirety of Canada would figure out how to have enough of a military that they would just wage war on the rest of the world until somebody brought back the hockey. What the fuck? Wait, what does this button do? Do this. Let's control S. Shift. Oh! Okay, it's just making a line. I was confused. I'm like, did I discover a new psi feature? No, I'm just hitting the wrong key. Anyway, this is a Lena Raine song, so I don't think I'll get in that much trouble. What bothers me a little bit about streaming, I guess, is also just that if I don't 100% something, y'all fucking saw what happened during the mail time stream. And if you didn't, damn, you missed content. By content, I mean Shroom losing their shit because the game actually bugged me into forcing me to a point of no return. First of all, why is there a point of no return in a platformer? Who does that? Why would you do this? That's weird. But anyway, what I ran into was a bug. That is allegedly being fixed. But apparently the dev and the publisher have to, like, communicate on it, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. Which kind of means I don't know if I'm going to revisit, mail time in my, like, lifetime. I might do it in, like, 5 years if it ever gets fixed. I think this is also a lesson about not playing games at launch. You wait for someone else to fix all the problems first. Let the early adopters suffer. I say that as I continue to play games in alpha and beta. Do as I say, not as I do. I think it's alright when the game that's still in development is fine. Unlike Overwatch. If 70 is the new norm, I will never be playing at launch. Oh god. Kook and Freighter are all about that Tears of the Kingdom shit now, and I'm like, yeah, but also, it's a $70 game and I've got Legos to buy. It's a $70 game, and I have expensive tastes. Speaking of tastes, these things are fucking good. 10 out of 10 would risk asthma attack to get these things from the store again. I might go out there tomorrow morning before it gets extremely super hot. I'm also up on this phone game called Peridot that's kind of like Pokemon Go, except it's not a fucking nag game, and it actually lets you play at a reasonable time. And I like it because you take care of a little guy, so it kind of reminds me of Digimon. Doesn't have the wild evolutions the way Digimon does, but it has like the actual you can take care of your pet thing that I like. I love the Nether music. Nether music is goated. I think I've somehow managed to salvage this garbage fire picture that I've made. I mean, the middle of it's got nothing going on. I will have to put something in the middle eventually, so we may as well do it now. I don't want to get to a point where I just like halfway finish a picture again, so I will do it tonight. Okay, and we flip. The Nether music is so good. I backed at least 5 games in early access. I can only play 1. That one I am not impressed by. Was it Ukulele? Game could be sucking these nuts and I still wouldn't buy it for 70. God, same. Okay, I would buy No Man's Sky for 70. And if they ever finish it and release it as a product and take out all the fucking MTX bullshit, I would buy Genshin Impact at 70. Only 2 games worth 70. No other game is worth 70. And the only reason I say that is because both of those games have had literally years of free content released to the community. Those games are fucking massive. At this point, maybe also Minecraft is worth 70. And I guess we could make a joke and say that Terraria should at least cost $20 and not $10. Pet side game. It's not bad, it's just meh. I have been seriously wanting a V-Pet. Like Genshin, if they took the gacha out. The gacha is like half the problem. Genshin's entire problem is that all progress in Genshin feels extremely incremental. And it's like that to keep you playing it. Phew. My friends beg me to, and I'm just like, yeah, the dudes be hopping, fuck that. Fucking mood. Like, don't get me wrong, Sucrose is fucking cute, and I want to pet her. I actually have her. I don't actually need any of the gacha. I have Sucrose. Everything else is dead to me. Except maybe Razor. I kinda also want to pet Razor. But like, I don't... It's not really worth the grind. I don't think it's worth the grind. Like, Genshin is a game you commit to in like a really toxic way. I played it for a bit. And it's like, I don't recommend this game for a number of reasons, not the least of which being, I have a life outside of video games. Never understand how you think this work is bad. I wish I could do this. Just deciding not to create how I want to. Just ask me questions about Psy. I'll show you where everything is. I might have to go dig out my Psy 1 license. Psy 2 is worth having if you can get it. I recommend at least trying to buy it with a Gmail account. I don't know where you heard that. That sounds fake. Like, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, what's your source? And it better not be a toke. I feel like the grass looks too flat. It's making everything look too flat because it's all the same size. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Modern Minecraft music is amazing. I need to buy the soundtrack for 120 when it comes out. Oh man, I got such a good deal on Legos recently. I got like a bunch of them on eBay that I had been looking for. They're all like discontinued Lego sets. And I got a bunch of discontinued Lego sets for the price of a new Lego set. Which is like $200 fucking now. But like paying a little over $200 for 3 discontinued sets is like insanely good. I asked someone else who bought Psy. They had to use Hotmail or something. Maybe? That'd be so weird. Hotmail is not more secure than Gmail, so that would be like really bizarre. Like, honestly, try it yourself and see if it works for you. Like, the worst case scenario is the site errors and tells you that you need to get a different email. But at least then you have verification that they are telling you the truth. I'm not saying that they're lying either. They might just be misinformed. All I really want to do in the world is help people learn how to draw. So, like, definitely just... If you have questions, you're in my Discord, just, like, drop them in there. I will definitely see if I can't help you out. It's been a while since I used the first version of Psy, but it doesn't work much different than the second. The second just has shinier features. It's one guy working on it, so I'd 100% recommend buying it, but it's pretty easy to pirate if you can't afford it. I'm not gonna fucking judge you for doing that. I will at least request that if you enjoy the program to actually, like, pay for it. But Psy's always been, like, absurdly easy to pirate. I'm kind of surprised that, like, Gmail is where he would draw the line. Like, I find it hard to believe that a tech-savvy person at all would assume that. How do I feel about Mega Blocks? You mean Mega Constructs? I kind of want that big Eevee. Popular opinion, it's Minecraft is a horror game. That is not an unpopular opinion. It's kind of boring in the music, so lullabies. What, like a horror game? Horror games have lullaby music and are boring? Watch me flip it, it looks fucking awful. Eh. Could have looked worse. Do something about this side. If your art looks fine from like one angle, by the way, do not worry about flipping it to check the balance or whatever. You're looking at it from, if you're not gonna like be flipping it in the final product basically ever, this is just a meaningless exercise, but people used to dick measure. Everyone's like, oh, your art looks good, how do you do it? I sit here and I draw tiny little upstrokes for like 3 fucking hours. That's the magic. The magic happens when bullshit. That is a shroom quote. The magic happens when bullshit. Accidentally press T. Sai doesn't do this automatically, but remember when I mentioned the transparent brush? That's T for me. I recommend setting that to a hotkey. Want to create stuff, but after I made what I was aiming for, it's like, what do I do now? Mega Blocks Dragons, it's my shit. They made dragons? Okay, now I'm kind of interested. I'm gonna go look that up later. Oh. This is the part where my stream is going to get, like, silenced. I'm not fucking stopping it. Because I like Shunichi. Frankly, I don't know why C418 doesn't like people listening to it. Whatever, I'll put it on YouTube. Damn, they had movies and games. Alright, now I'm really interested. Drawing is probably more my speed in Artstreams and in stream anyway. Like, honestly, I don't really think that I was ever cut out to be the kind of person who streams games. I wanted to because I wanted to share the games that I liked. That was why I started doing it. And then it kind of became a way to, like, actually play more games. This is like a really good song. It is such a shame what happened between him and Minecraft, I mean between him and Microsoft. I understand why it happened, but it's a real shame that it happened. As soon as he is able to get this stuff up for like actual purchase, I am going to buy it. But you can't purchase it right now because Microsoft are being dicks to him. I understand they want to own the rights to their music, but they should at least let the guy sell what he's already created on his own fucking Bandcamp. He should let him distribute his own fucking music. And it's been like years in the making at this point, where he's had at least one encounter a month with Microsoft over it. And their lawyers are wearing him down and he's really stressed. And that's bullshit. Oh, you don't... Oh, okay, this is famous Minecraft lore. Basically, when Microsoft started with all of those changes come 1.13, they wanted to own everything related to Minecraft because it's a brand thing for them now. And they didn't want to run into the same kind of trouble that Sega is currently in, where it doesn't own half the music to its classic games and has to constantly contend with licensing issues. That's why Sonic games got pulled from Steam with Sonic Origins, because of the fucking licenses around the music in the old games that they didn't really... that they could not have, like, two separate things with. Like, that's what happened with Sonic Origins. Then Microsoft's like, we don't want to deal with that shit with Minecraft, so we're just gonna, like, when Lena Raine or whatever, or like anyone else makes music for Minecraft now, they don't own the rights to it. Microsoft does. But they get attribution, but they don't own the rights. And the contract is negotiated in Microsoft's favor, basically to prevent that situation. But I feel like they did kind of dick over C418. They won't let him sell his own stuff, and I think they should. Like, I kind of get what they're afraid of, but at the same time, like, he's so integral to the game. That I get how frustrating that has to be. I don't know what I'm doing. I've completely ruined this side. So, the D&D company thing, where suddenly they're coming to try and own everyone's custom stuff. To be fair, C418 made content for Minecraft with a contract and negotiated where he owned the licenses. The Yims Guild had basically, you can make your own third-party content. It is independent of Wizards of the Coast. That's a different situation. Wizards of the Coast are just dicks. Microsoft has a valid reason for doing this, because what happens when you don't is you run into problems like with Sega. Sega is like a notable example of what happens when you negotiate bad music deals. So, like, I know where they're coming from. I just wish that they could reach an agreement that is fair to the person who helped make the game what it is. Because down the road, that would actually fuck over fans. It'd be like, his family would inherit those rights if he died. And then you'd have a Rube Goldberg situation where Rube Goldberg's family are incredible dicks about who gets to use the Rube Goldberg name in any game that contains a Rube Goldberg machine. Wizards of the Coast is shittier. Wizards of the Coast is awful. I beg people, I fucking plead with people to please stop playing the dragon game. Join my Discord server, and I will teach you how to play tabletop games that are nothing like the Dragon game. I'll teach you how to play Wanderhome. If I can work up the energy, I'm going to run Animon Story and Golden Sky Stories. I want to teach people. I want to play Yazeba's Bread and Breakfast with people. Come on. I want to play Yazeba's B&B. I want to play a game with a heartless witch who sold her heart for a fucking B&B. With like a devil child that sets things on fire and a frog that cooks and a bunch of gay shit happens. And it's always fucking September. Dude, I want to fucking play it with people and none of my friends will bite and I'm so upset. Stop playing the fucking dragon game. Play like a bunch... Play the game that's not like the wizard game. Play that instead, where we all like make characters in a magic academy and we can do what we want. Anyway, the takeaway from this is that I will play tabletop games with people and none of them involve dragons. Well, actually they do involve dragons. But none of them involve those dragons over there. Please stop playing the dragon game. Play Wanderhome and Yazeba's instead. What am I fucking doing? What is this? There's like 3 styles of grass going on in this picture. If you want to know what fancy ass brush I'm using to make grass, it's a bristle brush. It's a bristle. It's just a bristle brush. So I should come with some. Should be a how for one or only one. There's much grass in the world. Not all of it is the same. I mean, another Spyro game, you fucking cowards. Give me a Spyro adjacent game. I don't think Reignited was very good. Kinda just want Spyro to die at this point. Like, it had its run. I want other dragon games to exist. That looks bad. Wait, I have a grass brush? What does this do? That looks like it would be good for making flower leaves, actually. There's this song from Astroneer that gets stuck in my head sometimes. Have you ever played a system called Ryutama? I'll link it to you. Basically, the GM in Ryutama is a dragon. You play as a dragon, but you're also the GM, but you're also a character in the story. And the idea behind it is that the GM is a dragon that writes the story of the characters. Everyone in that world feels compelled to go out on an adventure at least once in their lives. So they all go, and it doesn't matter when it happens. Maybe it happens when they're a young child or when they're an old man, but eventually everyone gets the wanderlust. So they all form a party, and when they travel together and solve puzzles and, like, uncover areas and brave the world for a bit, a dragon follows them on their travels and writes down what they do in a story. And then they take that story and they feed it to a bigger dragon. And the bigger dragon grows from the stories of the people in the world. And when it gets really big, I don't know, actually. I think it's like a cycle thing. Like, there's 4 seasonal dragons. They all control a different realm of magic. And the idea of the lore is just like, that's how they add to the world. That's how they get their power, from stories. And it's really cool. At least on the lore end. I think the game's a bit weird to run. It confused the hell out of me. It's supposed to be basic and easy for beginners, but I'm dumb. But, like, I love the concept of, like, people traveling and going on adventures together because they are compelled to do this, but also to, like, help the world evolve and make these huge tyrannical, well, not tyrannical, like these huge, like, god dragons grow into something really big and cool and awesome. Anyway, technically you can play as an evil dragon, but you're not an antagonist. I'd have to, like, show it to you. Like, there's the green dragon, they cover, like, adventures. The blue dragon, which covers friendships. The red dragon, which is about combat and, like, heroism. And the black dragon, which is about deception. Technically, the black dragon is evil. But also, I don't think good and evil really exist in that system. There are also just dragons in the world, like, just out there in the world. And I guess you can fight them, but I don't think you have to. It's not really meant to be a system about fighting and combat. It kind of, its combat system feels like it doesn't want you using it. Because it's that clunky. But, like, I think it's really cool. At least on the lore end. And it has, like, your basic classes, like your hunter, your cleric, your mage. But it's more a system about travel. It's like Oregon Trail, basically. Like, it's described as Miyazaki's Oregon Trail by people who play it, and also as, like, a blurb. But, like, basically what I'm saying is, if you play You are either a dragon, or you're friends with a dragon, or a dragon will become friends with you. There's even rules in the system for, like, the dragon that follows the party around, revealing themselves to the party in a time of need, and kind of giving them an out of a bad situation. You know, like, in anime, the whole "I've been with you all along" trope. It's meant to be that. And unlike, piss ant bullshit Tolkien fantasy, it's based off of based Chad JRPG fantasy. And also was made by a Japanese dev. So it has none of the bullshit Orientalism that you tend to see in, like, systems from the West. It has other problems from Japan. Depending on how much you can stomach those is how much I would recommend it. But, like, it doesn't have a lot of them. Honestly, like, the female characters are actually clothed for adventure. Which, you know, I shouldn't have to say that, but here we are. It doesn't have any problematic things with, like, race. It does have combat, and the monsters are technically not your friends, but you don't have to run a session about murder hoboing. You can actively choose not to. Also, like, a rule that's really cool. What's really cool is that I'm a little snowflake. Yeah, same. I don't like some of the stuff in anime, but I can just ignore it. I don't like it when they, like, make the girls considerably worse than the guys, or they give them no personality. Because, like, as one of those people who kind of aligns more with the feminine aspect of things, I don't like how girls are relegated to this one little space of things that they can be, and then everything else is guys. Oh, there's a feminine character with, like, short hair and glasses, and they're the nerd. They're probably a boy. That pisses me off. I wish Tails was a girl. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh, Left to Bloom, one of my favorite songs on the OST. A song I liked so much I stole it to use in a time lapse. This is a mild PSA to, like, please buy the Minecraft soundtracks. The musicians, I think, do still get some money for them. I don't think that they... I think they still get paid for them. Also, I want people to I want them to continue to be available. I hope that they get money. Like, I hope that when I buy a soundtrack, some of that money goes to Lena Raine. Or, like, I can't remember the other person's name. Say annoying fucking characters regardless. Fucking same. And I hate that it always falls to the girls. And then you get those chudleys that complain whenever female characters in anime have, like, any role that isn't traditionally feminine. Or feminine in air quotes. What they really mean is submissive and annoying. Or annoying, I guess. I also just get annoyed. Comics do this too. The Sonic comics do it. It's not funny. I don't like it. Where, like, a character will be really impulsive and angry for lulz. That's not funny, and it's always girl characters that do it. And it has really sexist origins, and I wish they fucking stop. Like, as someone who actually has difficulty controlling their emotions for clinical reasons that aren't related to being a girl, this actually just feels like an attack. It's also fucking ableist, now that I think about it. Because of that. I'm not going to go any detail about it on stream, but lol. Nothing about this is good. I don't fucking know what I've done, but nothing about it is good, and I hate it immensely. can I salvage it? This is going to be a long stream. All I wanted to do was explain why I couldn't write a new grounds post. The answer was given in the first 20 seconds. Those Tambanon always are hell annoying dudes. Yeah, but being an annoying dude in anime looks a bit different. Like, being an annoying guy in anime is the main character of Black Clover. Annoying guys in anime don't tend to make the "ah" voice. I just fucking woke up whoever fell asleep to this stream. You know the one. You know the fucking voice. I am glad people like my disaster fires. Kinda makes them worth doing, even if I probably shouldn't. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Hey, I have an idea. I want to try an experiment. Just to give the brain a break from this fucking disaster fire down here. What if I... Oh, that's nice. Okay, I like that. Maybe I don't. What if instead I... There we go! Oh, that looks weird. I lost track of the light source with that stroke. How's that look, actually? I don't like that. There we go. Switch. There we go. Now I can... It's like, you kinda gotta get used to how your brushes work. Because I'm dragging paint. Or color, I guess. The piano part reminds me of something... Oh god, pig step, get it away from me. Nope. Bro. Other side. Thank you, you have redeemed yourself. Definitely make sure to compile a list of all of the music that was featured in this stream for the people curious, and I'll put it in my Discord. In Minecraft, on our private server, I do 3 things. 1. Put things in the witch cauldron. 2. Summon demons. And 3. Dance to this song. That's too much. That's overworked. Oh, this is a jump scare one. I think it's 11? Oh, 5. Nope. Yes, some of the users are videos of the best people. Yes, they are. The piano part. Which song was that? I'm gonna go back a few to see. Because I think I know which song it was. Nope, nope. Stand tall. Best thing in Minecraft? Running around on amethyst. Yes! I have a mod that adds crystals. They make the amethyst sound. So I think some of the problem I'm going to run into is that I'm now trying to layer color on top of color that has to be layered on top of other color. That sentence made sense. I don't like how it's coming out. It's been gobbed up. Haven't heard Jelly in a while. I hope that he managed to fall asleep. I'm glad that the things that I do make a slightly positive influence, even when I don't feel like I'm actually doing anything. Art's okay. I don't know why I don't stream art. I always feel like I always feel like it's gonna take so much out of me, and then I do it, and I like only regret it 50% of the time. Air games, they mashed up into a YouTube video. I was thinking, yeah. It's getting kind of late. Oh, it's like 12 o'clock. When did I start streaming? This, like, garbage fire painting has taken me a long time. This was very unchallenging. I say as I continue to suck and, like, not know what I'm doing. The challenge thing, yeah, fuck off. Quit lying. There we go. I like that. But do I like it after I did that? Nah, not really. Yeah, it's alright. It's not great, but it's okay. Don't mind me, it's just that if I'm not creating the fucking next Mona Lisa, I don't feel good about my art. Which is definitely a healthy way to think about your art, and not detrimental to your mental health at all. Do as I say, not as I do. Feel good about yourself. I'm like the anti-LTG. You should feel good about yourself. Oh no, I'm starting to get precious with my foliage. No, we're not having that. Alright, that brought it forward. That's what I needed. Just get aggressive with it. Dragonfish is a really interesting song, and so is Axolotl. This feels incomplete, like I should also do this side. I don't know why, but I've got a particular person stuck in my head right now. Because we used to play Astroneer at night. And, there's this one song from Astroneer that actually makes me really sad to think about. Just because, I, kind of still associate it with them. Well, I should say that it used to. Lately, it just reminds me of them. And I don't think there's a particularly strong feeling of lost connected to that anymore. I think what happened was last year when I was kind of up at night a lot because of this person. What I would do a lot of the time is we would talk in Discord or play games, and we played through the entirety of a game called The Dog Island together. I played it and he watched. And that's kind of the best experience I've had playing a game with someone watching in literal years. I kind of realized at that point that streaming is a completely hollow substitute for a feeling that I can't really get doing anything else. Like, I can't replicate the validity and engagement and, like, genuine sense of joy that sharing something with someone directly in call with me gave me. And I think it's kind of been at least contributing to the whole maybe I shouldn't focus on streaming as much. Streaming is social, but I wouldn't call streaming a social outlet. Not in that way. It can really never be that. I kind of wonder sometimes how long I would have gone doing the same things that weren't working for me emotionally if I never talked to them. And would I have found ways to like that? Or would I have had the same mysterious hollow feeling in my gut for the rest of my life? It's not a secret. I've said it on stream multiple times. I like streaming. Don't like being a streamer. Never have. Sounds scary a little bit. This song is called One More Day. And it sounds like a love song in like a really cheesy movie, but also it's the kind of song that I think would play when two people are having a really genuine moment with each other. I used to think I hated romance stuff. I mean, I still think it gives me cooties whenever I'm in contact with it, and I want it away from me. But, like, I don't hate it like I used to. And I figured out the reason why was because of how much of it is kind of toxic. What the fuck is with people portraying toxic relationships anyway? Please stop doing that. And don't give your kids warrior cats. Seriously, don't. Nothing normalizes toxic relationships like warrior cats. That's what turns your kids into furries. that's a bit mean. No, seriously, I think that shit normalizes toxic relationships in like a really shitty way. Actually, there's no good way to normalize toxic relationships. What am I on about? I don't think I've ever been more uncomfortable on stream than when I asked chat once why people watched me, and someone told me I had a good personality. I was meant as a compliment, but that's not why I do this. I guess I kind of hope that people get more out of it. I've had arguments with Kook about that behind the scenes. Where Kook has been like, it's literally a compliment. You literally want people who like who you are for you, because who you are is going to sell your stream more. Makes sense, except for the part where I wish content was more sold based on the interest of the content itself. I don't want to supersede the things that I'm showcasing. I stream because of those things. They are deeply important to me a lot of the time. Or it's just important to me to showcase them, even if I end up not liking them. But I don't want to be the reason people show up. That makes me so anxious. I guess the reason my friend watched me play the Dog Island was because it was a game I liked. But I also thought he would like it. And I guess he ended up thinking it was really cute. I think he was also a little amused by how one of the cutscenes in it will just make me start crying. Don't agree with people should like you. Like your stream either. Wait, what was the some of it is okay, most of it's ass thing in reply to? I'm sorry. Ooh, dragonfish. I know this one off the top of my head. Let's be real, Minecraft community isn't going to forget C418 anytime soon. But I kind of hope we never get to a point where everyone's just kind of defending Microsoft too hard. Like, yeah, I say they have a valid reason. I still think they're dicks. For causing, like, an indie creator this much anxiety over their work. This looks okay. This looks alright. I don't like this over here. This looks unfinished. It is unfinished. Yeah, I don't hate this now that I've worked it to death. Didn't really know what I was doing when I started, Lamau. I was just like, I need to have more green art because every time I post it on Twitter and like a big collage of my work, it's fucking nothing but blues and purples. And I'm like, we need to diversify the colors I use for the sake of capital B brand recognition, TM, increasing my reach. Where's Paintar? There we go. I have to go over that again later to make it a little bit stronger. I hate romance, but IDK it's entirely the toxic stuff. Love is just straight up dumb. That's fair. Gotta love it when there's a guy and a girl and it's like they'll get together. The only good romance is Chuck Tingle. I love this song, by the way. Can't pronounce the name of it to save my life, but I love it. Be nice to me, I was educated in America. I should drink alcohol, at least once in my life. I feel like that would be a really stupid idea that I should do anyway, just once. I don't know if I want to though, because like if I don't like it, then I gotta throw out the whole bottle and it's expensive. And then if I really like it, that's gonna be a problem. I don't really think I want to deal with an addiction. I'm kinda just curious about what Cooksey's in it. Oh, speaking of Cook was like, Overwatch is dead to me because they ruined the game. And then 2 hours later, she's fucking playing FFA. I think I've actually said that already. Did I say that already? Anyway, go bully Cook, is the point that I'm getting across. Tell her to play a better game. She literally has Tears of the Kingdom and is like, nah, I'm gonna play fucking Overwatch and validate Blizzard's bullshit. Join Cook's Discord just to mess with her. I might actually have it linked in mine. Take that TOTK if she won't play it. Like good romance is my wallet X money. Fucking same. Being real, the streams I watch. Chauffeur. I only troll within boundaries. That is completely fair. And based. All the streams I watch are over content first and rarely over the streamer. Yeah, that's me too. I'll make viewers into Sims thing. Doesn't work on me either. How do you make viewers into Sims? I need to know for research purposes, and definitely not so I can figure out how to get more Lego money. No, seriously, I don't understand the viewers into Sims thing. I mean, I guess if you have titties, I'd probably sim for titties. Everyone raise your hand if you'd sim for titties. I know there are several lurkers right now that are not raising their hands and therefore fucking lying. Because I know who they are. Anyway, I no longer get hollow feelings when I think of my friend. I just kind of think of the I'd like to do things with him again, but like I kind of understand why that's a hard ask right now. Life sucks sometimes. I have a weird thing on my nail. It's bothering me. Mostly I think of them and it just makes me kind of happy. And I'm still kind of glad that I met them. Even after all this happened. They were good for me. Still kind of are. Hopefully they'll be okay. Wait, I don't like that. That looks bad. Hey, I'm gonna try and experiment with my stars brush. It's a pure fucking white going. Make it thick. I made it a different color for this. Turn off the minimum density. Flow. Okay. Oh, there's a way to make this. Where's the setting at? There it is. Alright, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna explain how scatter brushes work. And I'm gonna need a different color to do it. This is the scaling. There we go. That's too big. Let's try 11. Yeah, 11 works. Alright, now let's try size jitter, spacing. Let's try turning down the spacing to half. That makes them closer together. And now if I go up here again, making the brush bigger won't give me bigger pieces. There we go. This piece is too big. Yeah, they're too big. Okay. And there we go. We have cheap flowers. Welcome to Shroom School of Bullshit, where I teach you how to cheat at art. Sai is a lot. You're going to be noodling with your brush settings a lot. You can either make a bunch of brushes for like a bunch of different things, or you can just have one brush and understand how to edit it. Don't be allergic to editing the brush, if I'm honest. Find that it's just a lot faster if you just kind of get comfortable with doing that. Damn, I got perfect RNG on one of those. Sometimes with my brush, I actually like to use the mouse to click. Because it removes a bit of the randomness without having to just tick off the jitter, which I do want sometimes. used to be so allergic to tools like this because I'm like, that's not how traditional artists do it. Bullshit. You want to know what a traditional artist does? They take a paintbrush and they tap it and they let the paint splatter. So it's a fucking same thing. Alright, I gotta read chat because I'm dumb. Ever feeling outfits are perceived genetically attractive with face. Can or what the fuck is a tittylicious PNG? Oh, never mind, I don't want to know. VTuber model. It's to all creatures formerly furry tubers too. It's a little bit like mushy gushy stuff. If you catch my drift. Thing that pisses me off. One of my friends calling Rengoku and Ace donuts. I'm very confused by that statement. I don't know what either of those things means. Is this something that is this some like newfangled thing the kids are into? Am I missing out on another fad? Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. It's okay. I don't think that does anything except make it look worse. I say and immediately re-add it. We watched One Piece or Demon Slayer. They're kind of major spoilers. I watched One Piece. But I got to Water 7 and then stopped. Mostly because it's One Piece and it's so long that it killed my attention span. So, my friend that is very important to me and who I probably simp for to unhealthy degrees, would describe One Piece, which is his favorite anime, as, and I quote, a bunch of guys eat fruit and then fight about which one is better. I think that is enough. If I mess with it anymore, I'm going to get upset. I hate it, and it doesn't look good. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna call it done. I'm just gonna upload it. Maybe I'll make, like, minor changes to it or something. But I'm going to call that because it's late, and I'm tired, and it has so much yellow that it's actually making my eyes bleed. I can't believe I still have leftover pretzels. I don't remember what part of the ace thing happened, so I won't tell you. Fair enough. This area up here is a goddamn mess. I hate it. Everything else is alright. I guess. Something in this will drive my OCD up the wall. But anyway, that's that. That's how I do things. And now I have more obnoxious green, which is really more yellow. I'm gonna go. Good night. Oh, by the way, join my Discord and play fucking tabletop games with me. I want to run Cozy Town, which is a game where you build a nice, safe little town together where cute things happen. And also, I'm going to make it cursed because I'm me. Well, not really. You can't really make it cursed. I've tried. But I do want to play it with people, and maybe we can also play The Quiet Year, which is mechanically similar to Cozy Town, except it's about human extinction. My favorite. Good night.